I'm gonna tell you how funny the universe is. I woke up in an Isaac Newton, James Brown, and Buddha manner, and these will not be in order. I'm about to show you right now how the Archons in your life will literally prohibit you or try to prohibit you from achieving the task at hand. Last night, I literally planned to wake up in the morning and go to the gym. I wrote that in my Google calendar. I was like, I'm about to go to sleep now so that we can wake up early. I set my alarm for 5 o'clock, and I was talking to one of my friends, and I don't want to consider this like the first adversity. Beautiful woman, she tells me, Tyrone, when are you gonna have time tomorrow for this and this? And sometimes we watch shows together and stuff like that. And I don't really know. Just to be purely honest, I don't really know when I'm going to have the actual time tomorrow for us to sit down and watch a show. But we will have time. I can guarantee her that, right? At least before 7 o'clock, because at 7 o'clock, I'm a big wrestling fan. Backlash is happening. I'm not missing John Cena versus Randy Orton for the last time. Not happening. I go to sleep, wake up, alarm clock going off, hit the snooze button. That's my first mistake. Go to sleep. I wake up, it's 6:20. I'm like, fuck! What am I gonna do, bro? The first thought that comes to my mind is, you ain't really gotta go to the gym. You already been putting in the work. You feel that little hurt. You've been putting in that work. You should stay in bed. You should rest. Second thought came to me. It was like, you know what? You should go and work out outside. I don't know if y'all can hear the rain. That would have been it, like setting you up, bro. Setting you up. You should go and work out outside. It's raining. Not to say that I can't work out in the rain, but bro, the type of workouts that I do, sometimes they're in the grass. I'm not doing that. But see, I'm not saying Archons exist, but there are outside forces, adversities I was going to try and hit you the moment that you try and make that change. The third thought was a very subtle voice, and it told me, you planned for it, now go do it. But I took more of the side of the first voice. I should rest. I could do my content. I could do everything that's familiar to me, everything that's comfortable for me. Just do my content, schedule, plan, play my video games, talk to people, network, do the usual. And then I look up, and on the ceiling, on the wall to the ceiling, I see a big ass spider. At that moment, nothing mattered. I left my phone and everything, looked for the bug spray, sprayed that nigga down, threw it in the trash. But at that moment, when I saw him drop, a thought came to me. I'm like, in this present moment, I didn't care about how tired I was. I didn't care about how hurt I was. I didn't care about what was going on in the moment. All I cared about was getting rid of that insect and taking up the tools that were necessary to take out the insect. And I had an epiphany. I had an Isaac Newton moment. I was like, this is fascinating. All the voices seemed to go silent as soon as I saw that bug. All the voices. I ain't hear none of it. I ain't hear no seduction or persuasion to stay in bed. I ain't hear none of that. Because when I saw it right in front of me, I was like, nah, we got to get rid of it real quick. Then I had a James Brown moment. Get up. Get on up. Get up. Right? I got up. I'm like, you know what? I looked to my phone. It's pouring, bro. Adversity, bro. As I'm doing this video, that's going to start raining harder as soon as listen, it ain't going to get me now. You ain't going to get me now. Adversity, bro. I'll yell louder. Had a James Brown moment. I woke the hell up. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to attack this. I'm going to attack this day. Because it tried to put me in a slow death. That's what it tried to do. It tried to, you know what? This is happening, this is happening, this is happening. So then I wake up and I have a little bit of breakfast. Put my stuff in the car. Have my gym clothes already laid out. Just put them on. Got my hair done. Brush my teeth. Head for the car. Then what happens? As soon as I get in the car, it starts doing little dripples. I check my phone, I check the weather. It's supposed to be like 30%, 40%, 50% chance of rain and thunderstorms. I don't like driving in thunderstorms. What is it about today? What is it about Saturn's day? What is it about this specific day, May 10th, where everything outside of me, for whatever reason, seems to be trying to attack me? Not really attack me, but like to keep me like, you know what? You should stay here. You don't need to go out there. You don't need to evolve. You don't need to do what is different and what is uncomfortable. I don't typically go and work out on Saturdays. But I was like, you know what? I didn't go and work out on that Wednesday. So you know what? I'm going to make up for it. Or I didn't work out on that Thursday, rather. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make up for it this Saturday and this Sunday. And all of this is happening. All of this. And then I had the Buddha moment. I had a sense of enlightenment. I was like, wow, all these things around me didn't stop me from being right here and recording this video and looking at you and telling you that everything around you doesn't matter. When you set your mind to something, you go through it. I don't know the type of adversities that will come to you in your life. It could be a subtle word from your mother, a subtle word from your father, a little phrase here and there from your wife or kid or whatever the case may be. Somebody that you love, somebody that you care about, friend group. And they could just say something simply, that business ain't really going to pick up this year. Or you want to go to the gym early this morning. You haven't been going all this week. Why you want to start now? You want to start eating better. And the people around you don't want to start eating better. You want to start consuming more water. And everybody looking at you like you crazy. Because you want to drink some water. But adversity, the rain, the bug, the little set of voices when you laying in your comfortable bed and it's warm, and all of that. Archons. If y'all seen my Gnostic video, these are the emotions. These are the situations. These are the circumstances that are put in place in front of you to overcome. Life is literally a game that you must learn how to play. If you do not learn how to play, the people who have coded the game will continue to use you and abuse you. The people who have coded the game, you will continue to just live as a regular sim. But when you learn how to play the game, you learn the cheat codes. And then at that point, you don't just become a regular sim. You're not just a regular bot. You're not just an NPC. You become an actual creator. You become an actual being. You become like the person that created this simulation or this life or this matrix or this illusion. Now you start to create your own reality. Now you start to create your own heaven and earth. But you have to become very aware of who you are. Very aware. You have to become very aware of who you are. And what's even greater, most people are not going to try and get you to this point. They're not. All this rain pouring down, I could hear my parents. I could hear people I know tell me, we might as well stay indoors. We'll probably go tomorrow. Go later on in the day. I might go to the gym. Going to the gym right now. Right? After this video, I'm going to the gym. And as soon as I go to the gym, I bet there probably won't be anybody there. All because of rain. And it will let me know how many people were listening to the same voice that I did. I bet everybody heard the same voice. I remember when I was working at this place, right? And the same place I was talking about in the last video. I was working at this job. I was working, and I remember waking up early in the morning and hearing that voice to tell me to go back to bed. And then when I would go and clock in and I would have conversations with other people, I would tell them about my morning. And they would tell me they had the same morning too. They heard the same voice I did. They heard the same voice that I did. And it let me know we are all facing the same adversity. We are all facing the same opposer. We are all facing the same antagonist. I don't use the word Satan or devil, but we all are facing the same enemy. And it's ourselves. Remember in my Gnostic video, I told you that you are the Demiurge. You're the Demiurge. Boy, it's pouring down, bro. Rain on me. Lord, won't you take this came from me. It is what it is. So it can rain as hard as it wants. Because when it lights back up, I'm going to the gym. It can rain as hard as it wants to. I won't let it stop me. Matter of fact, this might motivate me to go even harder in the gym. Because how dare you try to go against me? How dare you try to go against me? How dare you? How dare you? To the Archons, to the forces of the world that were trying to implement these little thoughts in my head, that thought rain was going to stop me. How dare you? And that's the attitude you gotta have. You don't want to be the Demiurge. You want to be the Christ. You have to be a literal walking vessel of divine intelligence, not artificial intelligence, divine intelligence. You don't want to be an AI. You want to be a DI. And so adversity will hit you just like this. Look at that. I made a smoothie last night and everything. If you continue to let the rain and circumstances and mere words stop you from achieving the person that is waiting for you on the other side, your future self, your highest potential, your higher self, if you continue to just let external things outside of you stop you from who you want to be, whether you're tired, whether you're hurting, you're never going to be that person. You're never going to do it. You're never going to do it. You're never going to be the person that you want to be, the person that you strive to be. If you can't visualize and see yourself when you close your eyes as the person that you want to be, you ain't there. Every day isn't going to be perfect. I chose today, though. I chose today where I'm not going to let anything stop me. They can say it all. They can say anything. If I'm not in danger, if there's no type of, you know what I mean? Some things you just can't control. In this case, I can control it. And I'm not letting weather, not too dangerous, and this isn't nothing. I'm not letting weather stop me. I'm not letting what he say, she say stop me. I'm not letting other people's limitations on themselves limit me. Just because you don't see yourself going to the gym today doesn't mean that I shouldn't. Just because you don't see yourself as being a content creator doesn't mean that I shouldn't. Just because you don't see yourself being an artist doesn't mean that I shouldn't. Just because you don't see yourself making a business doesn't mean that I shouldn't. Just because you don't see yourself being a millionaire doesn't mean that I shouldn't. You know what I found very disturbing to me? And I'm going to end out on this video with this. I found it very disturbing. I asked somebody, when are you going to be a millionaire? Now, if the Lord wills it, I said, what you mean by that? Not everybody is meant to get all that, money. Money is the root of all evil. What even is that, bro? What? Abraham had riches and gold and cattle. Solomon, riches, gold, temples. You know what I mean? Teaching everybody how to get revenue. Teaching everybody how to get money and be like him. David, Job, Joseph. These were rich and prosperous men in the Bible. Even Jesus was a prosperous man. He had a treasurer and he had nice clothing. Who in the hell taught you that you should be a millionaire? If anything, a millionaire should be more relatable to you in 2025. And listen, you could believe it or not, but there's no better time, there's no easier time than in 2025 than to be a millionaire. If you don't believe that, you must now make it your priority to understand why. Or you could just be listening to me and be like, you know what, brother, I hear you. Power to the people. And then just continue to live the rest of your life regular. Because I'm not here for a sermon. I'm not here for a hooping and hollering. I'm not here for claps. I'm not here for cheers. Get your shit together, bro. If you didn't get any type of message, like if you didn't get any type of warning, if you didn't hear the voice this morning telling you to get your shit together, let me be the vessel. Get your motherfucking shit together. You know what it takes right now for you to get into the position that you need to, but you think it's too fucking hard. You've been told no so many times, you think that it's not meant for you. No, you must fight back harder. You gotta start thinking better. You have to work smarter and not harder. These are things that you have to keep here in your present mind. I asked that man another question. Why don't you see yourself as a millionaire now? Man started listing out all his problems. Asked him again. I was like, no, I'm not talking about all of that. I'm not. Why don't you see yourself? And as I kept asking him the question over and over again, you know what he started to reveal to me? All his self-limiting beliefs. He's not this. He's not that. How he was raised. The people in power. The government. His job. He just let me know he's going to live the rest of his life as a bot. That's fucking sad. And a lot of y'all live your life the same way. I'm not here to motivate you. This video is not to motivate you. If it's motivating you, good, but this is not to motivate you. Motivation and inspiration is not going to pull you out of your mud. It's not going to pull you out of the mud hole that you have placed yourself in. I'm not here to inspire you. I'm not here to motivate you. You have to put yourself in a position that despite how I feel, despite what's going on in my life, despite the adversity, despite the thunder and the rain, I'm going to strive every single day at who I want to be. I'm going to strive every single day. And even if it's just making something just day by day, inch by inch, I'm going to do what is necessary and what is possible for me to be the person that I want to be. If you can't do that, stay a bot. If you can't do that, if you can't do it for you, stay an NPC. Stay doing the regular smuggler stuff, and you can look down on me. You could think I'm crazy. Well, think I'm crazy, and we'll check back on each other's lives in the next 5 to 10 years. I hope this is reaching out to somebody. I hope you're feeling what I'm feeling. I don't want you to be hooping and hollering. I hear you, yeah, hallelujah, yes, ashe. No, I don't need all that. I don't need that. I need a thank you, Tyrone. I now understand. And go out and do it. When Jesus, every time Jesus would heal somebody or he would help somebody, he would not take their praises. He's like, no, I don't need to pray. I don't need to worship. I'm doing this for a higher purpose. I need you to go out and let them know. I need you to go out and understand what's present. I need you to understand. You go out, go and sin no more. Your faith has made you whole. Go and live the rest of your life to the best of your life. Go out and live in your abundance. He didn't want no follower. He didn't want no. That's what religion does. Religion has made glazing Jesus a priority, and Jesus didn't want to be glazed up. He wanted you to find the light in yourself. And hopefully this video shows you the light in yourself. If you do not shine your light to the world, if you do not fight for the life that you want to live, you will continue to be a slave to others and to your own vices.